Hello and welcome. I am Bjork the Bear, and today we are playing Kenshi. And yeah, I've gotten a little bit of things done since our last recording. As you can tell, it's cats. Or well, not a whole lot, but enough for now. We've been going back to Squin, selling off a bunch of stuff, and uh, getting that all taken care of. I think we sold all of Haldor's weapons except for what he's made recently. Oh, no, we missed a box. Okay, so we have more that we can sell. But, what we're going to do until then is we're going to get our tech up and running. Let's push ourselves a little bit further. So, let's see. Iron plates 3. And do some better mining. Basic weapons grade 3. Let's see if there's anything else before we do that. Doesn't look like it, so clothing, weapons grade 4, and plate armor takes engineering research, so we don't have that, but we're about to alleviate that issue. So we got all of those things, and you know what? Yeah, we'll do that too. All right. So, got those taken care of. Since we are here, we can come back to this. Select Bork first. Get his inventory open. And just fill his inventory up with all of these weapons. All of these are, they're going to be outdated weapons here in just a little bit as soon as Bruna finishes her research. So, go ahead and open up and head out. And this gate's been working pretty good. Now that I have these, looks like 7 people there. Yeah, but these gates have been working pretty well. I'll close them both. They'll break the first one, but by the time they get through the second one, they've all been chopped down. The only people that have gotten to the second one and then had to have a flood of my guys come at them are like the big raids and stuff like that. So let's go here. No. Yes, they're gonna have. If we can load. Let's try entering the building again. There we go. Alright. Oh, yep, he's got some cats. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to buy all of my equipment. And a big thing, we don't have to buy food from him anymore. No longer, because we're starting to get surplus of chew sticks from our farms. So that's a big plus. No longer oh, sure I'm selecting Bjorn to talk to people because Bork can't talk to people. Yep. Oh yeah. Supplied. Yeah. Yeah, we're able to finally stockpile food, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing because now we don't have to worry about starving in our own walls. Bad thing because when the Czech Kingdom comes for their tribute, first thing they're gonna do is raid my food. So we have 2 options with that. Speak of the devil and they will appear. Yeah, there's 2 options with that. One, I could become hostile with them, but then I have to deal with their actual raids. Or 2, I can try and ally with them, which I have to figure out how to do it. I know a big one is turning in bounties, but I have to find their bounties, do all that. So, but yeah, they'll basically let me stay there for free. So it's either declare independence or become allied with them. So, and at the moment, I don't think we're ready to necessarily declare independence from them. Nope. Keep forgetting. I am actually over here for another reason. I talk to the Adventurers Guild. Yep, there he is. And let's get some humans. Alright, so now we have humans coming from the Adventurers Guild. Get Bjorn over here. He'll probably run into the... Oh, that's a good start. But he'll probably run into the Czech King. Of course I say that and they're not here. There they are. So they're gonna go around. Okay, well, we're gonna put down Orc at least. And we're gonna sit and wait. But I also have a bit of a sneaky tactic for this as well. As you can see, I'm stockpiling food finally. So if I don't have food in my stores, they'll just walk away. So we're gonna do that because I don't want them to take my food. We've just finally started being able to stockpile it. So yep, and just like that, they walk away. So there's a little sneaky trick for you if you're staying here. Oh, must mean yeah, Saint made some. Let's see. Then we'll have Saint stop making food. Yeah, alright, you guys got one out of it. Whoop-de-doo. So, let's see. Let's see if we can't run to somebody that needs food and just have them eat it. And our recruits are on the way. I know as soon as I unselect Saint, he's gonna run over there and, you know what? Just drop it on the floor. How about that? Okay, I'm tired of waiting for it. These guys can go back to work. Looks like the Czechs have left anyway, so yeah. Have Bjorn ready. Okay. Yeah, and we're gonna wait for the recruits, and when they get here, we'll get them in. And then I have a special assignment for one of them, so we will be back. Alrighty, and welcome back. And your first question might be, why are we watching Dragoon run off into the distance? And what is attacking what over here? Some goats. What are the goats doing? Anyway, back to our issue at hand. So, much like Randall, who is currently almost starving over in Black Scratch, I've played this and found another area that uh, is of importance to me. Um, so right now, our tech, we're super hindered by. I mean, we could use books still for some things, but to get into the next levels, we need ancient science books. engineering research, and for some things we even need the good old AI cores. So that's what we're going for. So what we're gonna do is we've sent Dragoon, and he is running all the way out to the Deadlands, to a town called the Black Desert City. And right beside that, there is the Scrap House, I believe it's called. Scrap House or Scrap Yard, but I think it's House. So he's going to go over there. They sell engineering research, they sell ancient science books, and things like that. And the key thing to know about it is it's a skeleton city. So, and for anybody who hasn't played this before, the skeletons are basically they're robots. Um, so we're gonna go over there. We're going to uh, buy what we can, and hopefully even get a skeleton recruit. That way we have somebody that can hang around there, because there's no food, no human food there. No lots of loads. Jeez. There's no human food. Uh, it rains acid, and it's pretty inhospitable to anything organic. So it's not a good place for people. And still loading, which is probably because I have Randall out in one direction, my town, and then I'm sending this guy Dragoon here into another place entirely. So yeah. Now this area is pretty dangerous because there's a lot of pathing issues for this place. On top of dealing with constant acid rain from time to time, which I didn't even check to see. Yep, he has shoes, and he's got some resistance to acid. Those are the holy mines. Okay. But anyways, yeah, he's got some resistance to acid, so he won't go down quite as quickly as somebody who's not wearing anything with resistance. And yeah, but the biggest worry is the iron spiders that inhabit the area. They are not super fast, but they are tough. So yep. So he's taking damage slowly, not quite as fast as you know, as somebody without any kind of resistance would be. And we've already discovered the Black Desert City, and we discovered the desert or the Deadland workshops too. Eventually, we're gonna come through here and hit these uh, workshops and what have you. But yeah, come on, keep going. All right, so I need to find a bar and see if we can't. Oh, okay. Uh, oh, okay. All right, welcome. That was easy and free. Was it free? Yeah, it was free. Okay. I'm not gonna complain. Right on. Well, skeleton. Sad Neil? Yep. Okay. Well, anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at his stats. So he's pretty basic. Extremely basic. He's not necessarily good in anything. He moves pretty slow. but he's a skeleton, and he can do this. Keep in mind it's a raining acid outside, and he's not taking any damage. So, ooh. Something about skeletons, they also don't eat, but a big drawback is they can only be healed with robot repair kits, which most places sell, but eventually we want to be able to make ourselves. And they can, so they will take damage, and, and just like with prosthetics, their armor and stuff wears down. So, uh, I mean, he does have more hit points, but he can only be repaired in a uh, robotics repair bed, which when I go over to Scrap House, I'll be able to show what those things are. So, yeah, we're gonna send him there, and Dragoon, you get to go home. If I can remember where, there it is. That's where home is. Okay, so Sad Neil. There you go. And the first time I came to this place, I had no idea that the actual like place was up here. So I thought it was just an empty area kind of deal. Right. And yeah, these guys sell awesome weapons, and I think they sell some blueprints, but that's not what I'm after at the moment. What I am after is that right there. So all those books, put a damper on me. All that research, or just that one research, which as a matter of fact, Dragoon, come on back. You're gonna run this stuff back home. Yeah, and then I want to buy those AI cores as well. So, real quick, while they're doing their thing, we are going to come over here. Alright, you guys hop out of there, hop back in. Okay, everything's still loading, so it'll take a minute. Yeah, normally I don't have such troubles with this. There we go. Um, I've heard a lot of people say that the uh, the game is extremely buggy, which don't get me wrong, it is. It's very buggy. Uh, but I've never had any real trouble with loading until this time, which could be the recording, could be some stuff that I have in the background. 100% could be my setup, so I'll have to look into that. Okay, so Bjorn and Bork, you guys are going to Squin. Oh, and I got my fruits as well. Completely spaced those guys. So, and I got lucky. I got a bunch of I got 3 Greenlanders and 1 Scorchlander, so I have a pretty decent farming setup. Which, oops, and just had Ren run out to there. We don't need that. Sell off as much of this junk as we can. And so we don't have light enough for an AI core. So we're gonna send him back. We're gonna keep selling off stuff, and we will be back with more of this. Alrighty, and we are back, and yeah, so we still sold a couple things, bunch of electronics and whatnot. Had Sad Neil talk to this guy, and we bought all of his engineering research and all of his ancient science books. So we set ourselves off pretty well for that. We'll be able to learn a bunch of stuff and move forward from there. But what we're going to do for now, Randall is over here starving to death, so let's go ahead. Treat yourself well, good sir. I'm even surprised he made it there, to be honest. When I sent him, I knew he was gonna die, but he didn't. So, hey. um. But yeah. So yeah, we sent. Ooh. What happened here? Well, anyways, we sent him with all the equipment and stuff, and I think he might have been shafted by bad pathing. If I had to guess, I would say that's exactly what happened to him. So he probably ran out and got caught by iron spiders, but there's no telling. So we're gonna send. Oh, I'm gonna try and send Bjorn out to him because he's not going to make it home that way. He's way too important at the moment to leave that up to chance because he's got all of basically all of our cats on him in the form of books. So we can't lose out on him. But yeah, that's unfortunate. He probably got knocked out, and it's luckily uh, I decided to look at him because if he were to pass out here, die, then I'd probably never find him. So now he's got the longest and slowest trek to make. Hopefully Bjorn is not too far away. Oh, okay, that's one of the bandit camps that died. Okay, cool, cool. So the things I'm worried about out here, I'm not sure if beak things live out in this area, but basically I'm not even worried about the people out here. I'm worried about the wildlife because him being human, the wildlife out here would eat him. So we don't want that, especially since he has my books. Yeah, and he's slowly getting worse. So what we're gonna have Bjorn do is just come out here, pick him up, and run him home. It's too bad you can't put them on like pack beast or something. Alrighty, and many bugs later, we are back, and Bjorn has finally made it to Dragoon. And fortunately, there is a very large group of hungry bandits nearby. So let's see. Yep, at this point, we're just gonna have to pick them up. And run back to our camp, hopefully. gonna keep an eye on Bjorn so that way he doesn't end up stuck like the like Dragoon was. Yep, see another pathing bug. That's alright, Dragoon, you're gonna make it. Probably. I don't know, you might lose an arm. As long as I don't get attacked, you'll be fine. If I do, I'm totally throwing you to them. Alrighty, and we've done it. We have made it back to camp. Luckily Bjorn was fast enough to outrun everything. So, yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead. It looks like they've already healed the Dragoon. Let's go ahead and strap him into a bed. Get him healed up. He deserves it. We do need to take his inventory, though. That was dumb. Okay. Inventory. Take all of that. So we managed to get 13 research, I'm sorry, ancient science books, and then 3 engineering research, which is big. That's gonna set us off quite nicely. So, inventory, strap all that stuff in there, and then close the gates, so it gives me a second to focus this. Let's also take a look at our food right now. Super surplus, so we definitely have room to grow people-wise finally. So, and all that took was I think 14 of these, and it has 4 people operating it. And yeah, four people operating it, and 1 person doing the running back and forth. So it's a good setup, and I even do think they can handle more, possibly. I could be wrong, but we'll find that out then in a little bit. But we're gonna go ahead and get to this. So let's take a look at all the stuff that we can learn. Uh, Large buildings are going to be an important thing. Let's see. Tech level 4 is going to be important, so let's go ahead and just knock that one out immediately. Go ahead and get those 2 because they didn't require any of the advanced stuff. Steel bars we're going to need. And unfortunately I wasn't able to get a AI core. But Sadneil is still over there, so there's that. Yeah, we're gonna let the tech level 4 go, and then we'll be back to take a look at the other advanced stuff, because we need tech level 4 before we can get some of the automated stuff to do that. But yeah, we'll be right back. Hello again, and we are back. And I decided we've only been gone for maybe a minute, but I decided to do something else with my time. Very, very, very shortly, we are going to have need for cloth if I'm not careful. So that's the wrong box. So we have lots of hemp. So we're gonna go ahead and set up a hemp farm. But then, you know what? Actually, we're gonna deal with this real quick. It is not a big group, but I'm a little worried that one of my mods are not working. So we're gonna open this, and we're gonna physically take care of these guys. So maybe. Okay, nope, mod is working. I was playing and had to reload because one of my mods was not working. It was the 3 attack slots. So I think it was just a loading error. But anyways, that's a big important mod for me. So we're gonna make sure that's working for sure. But anyways, getting back to the topic on hand, hemp and how to farm it. So I think large is the biggest we can do. So we are going to go with that. Give these guys a little bit of space. I just want to make sure I can see the fence because that's going to be important for placing light down. But I like it here. So we're going to place that one for now. That way they build that. And then we're going to make hemp storage. Tech level 4 is almost done. Dragoon's probably ready to go. Yep. Oh, you must have gotten injured in that little scrap down there. Okay, but let's see. It's gonna take 30. I definitely have 30. But I need to build another building. It's gonna be a pretty sizable one. I'm gonna put it next to our armory there. Oh, that's gonna bug me to all get out if I don't place it right. This has to move. That's the next thing to move. So you know what? Let's go ahead and build an L house somewhere too. And yeah, all of this I plan to have as farmland, so I need to place things carefully. That bothers me a little bit, but not nearly as much as that does. So we'll go ahead and we'll live with that. But we're gonna speed up things, and yeah. So we have a hemp farm starting to come into production, which Yorn needs to take that stuff into his inventory. And go to work on that. Yeah, we have that. We have a new building, which is going to be a armor and whatnot. We have tech level 4 working, and then we have a new location for our technology stuff. So that electrical bench is actually going to go into the same building. Maybe. Yes, because it's a bigger building. It's an L house instead of a storm house. So, but yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. I'm gonna try and make these things a little shorter. That way, it's easier to watch and whatnot. But yeah, if you like the video, feel free to give a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. And if you didn't, you can go ahead and hit the thumbs down button. It's up to you. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one.